official toast. I got a whole book here. First off, I just wanted to thank Mo's parents and my parents for this great weekend. This is wonderful. Thank you. For those of you that don't know me, I am Brian's younger brother. I'm the smarter, more athletic one. For those of you that do know me, I'd just like you to keep quiet the rest of the night. When Brian asked me to be his best man, I'll admit I was pretty excited and a little bit nervous. And then my dad grabbed me and said, "Pat, you have to remember that this is a toast, it's not a roast." So little background on Brian. He's the oldest of 4 children, and as a result, he was blamed for everything growing up and didn't get away with anything. That paved the way for me to get away with a lot and do a lot more, or in the case of my little sister Mary Claire, a lot less. But Brian was the first person I know who got beat up. He was also the first person I ever saw drive the car backwards through the neighborhood. I'm sure a lot of people say this about their older brother, but he was a great older brother for me most of the time. He was always willing to play any game, you know, we could come up with and let me hang out with his friends, which was awesome. And every game we ever played ended with me in tears, asking my mom why I hung out with him. And I was still always back the next day. When Brian went to college, it was a traumatic experience for everybody at home, but I know it was especially tough for me. It wasn't as fun to put Mary Claire in the hockey goalie pads and put her up against the couch and rip tennis balls at her. And whenever a ceiling panel broke in the basement, it was always my fault. It wasn't his anymore. The yard also didn't get any smaller, so yard work became harder without my partner in crime. My older sister Shannon still had life-threatening stomach aches that made her use. On a more serious note, though, I lost a roommate and I also lost my best friend. Sports Illustrated swimsuit issues were harder to come by, which is a big deal. And I didn't have a permanent opponent in every game, so I was always the winner. But for Brian, this was a great time. His time at BC was great, and the greatest thing about BC is why we're here today. Mo. The first time I met Mo was at an elementary school production of Alice in Wonderland. When she came in with Brian and his friends, I thought she was either crazy or had heard great things about Mom's spaghetti. Anyways, I would soon find out Mo was a Boston fan and everything, which was tough in our house, growing up a Yankee fan, a Notre Dame fan. So I had my doubts. But I also found out she got Brian to play ice hockey, which she's terrible at, if you don't know. And anything that Brian's terrible at is good money. So despite the obvious differences in our fan loyalties, I know that Mo made Brian happy, and I got to see this through the more and more time we got to spend together. Whether it be on vacation at Bethany Beach, playing golf in Ridgefield, or last fall when she tried to push me into traffic before the Clemson game. I could see, though, that they made each other happy and always had a good time together. Any time with them was always a lot of laughs, which is great. I just wanted to end this by giving Mo a few pieces of advice about Brian. Some things you may not know, and some things are probably going to come as a little bit of a shock. When Brian's hungry, let him eat. He gets cranky. After he eats, he's going to have a stomach ache, and he's going to complain. Chocolate-covered raisins are a bad treat, and the candy that just keeps giving. Don't ever let him tailgate for anything for more than 4 hours. I saw 9 hours once, and we lost him. Literally lost him. And if you ever find yourself, for some strange reason, in a cardboard box at the top of the stairs, he's not going next. Most importantly, though, Mo, welcome to the family. I never thought I'd be excited to have another sister. But I am, and I know I speak for Shannon, Paul, Mary Claire, and my parents when I say we're really excited to have you. Welcome to the family. And so, in honor of Brian and Mo, let's raise our glasses for a toast.
Yeah, let's hear it for our best man, everyone.